We are people who have traditions and history that can help to shape the way forward in today's world. We need to share that knowledge across te ao Māori to create a better future.
One of my key aims is providing opportunities for people to fall in love with who they are. It's really important because what we're told of who we are is the colonised result of Māoridom. But who we are and the brilliance, the beauty about who we are, if we can get people to fall in love with that, 3/4 of the job is done. We are a culture that navigated the largest ocean in the world and didn't see it as a big thing. They saw it just as part of what they do. And, the more that we can highlight that, celebrate it, it's a great thing to be in love with.
I grew up in the village of Whakarewarewa in Rotorua, and we all had, from a very early age, we were given roles growing up and working and living with each other. And as you got older, you had more responsibility about looking after the younger children. And I've tried to do the same with my own family, that it's not just a one person or two parent responsibility, it's everybody's, and continually share the responsibility with my sisters and their children, and we've sort of created the same ethos amongst our children.
First and foremost, we don't live as individuals. We are very much part of a collective. We have very strong whakapapa to one another, and so that's critically important to us, so that in doing that we remain strong, we remain collective, and we remain responsible to one another.
Another thing that we taught our children was that they have a role on the marae. All through their growing up, they peeled the spuds, washed and dried the dishes, went and cleared the tables. So they grew up from an early age, the whole lot of them, knowing that in their marae, they were responsible for it.
We were taught values at home, and the values we were taught was the respect, only talk and spoken to, but if you have an opinion, express it with respect.
It isn't easy to speak out, but you have to. It's your whānau. Don't turn your back, stand up, challenge it. It's not acceptable in our whānau.
Weaving strands between us all, so we can grow strong and tall together.
You provide for opportunities to take people to places, so that as they trample on those places, they get a spiritual injection through their feet, through their tapuai. And as you place your feet on these places where our ancestors roamed, hopefully that inspiration will come through. The kōrero and the history that you pass on is a byproduct of the inspiration that can come from the land.
We bury the umbilical cord for the babies, and I talk a family there just to show them this is where your two children pito are buried. The whenua goes back to here, and this is your land.
There are teachings throughout our cosmology and the philosophies handed down from the ancestors, which highlight this is how you do things. This is how you do things. These are the great ways to grow ourselves, so that yes, we realise, we come from a brilliant culture. We're all family. It's about we are a family. How can we help ourselves as a family? Added to that, as a family, traditionally each member of the family had a role. How do we reinvigorate those roles to give people value and responsibility for who they are? There's too much focus on rights.
Every right has a responsibility with it. Every right. And so yes, my mokopuna have a right to their grandmother. They have a right within our whānau. But they also have equally a responsibility alongside that right. And they must know it.
my firm belief is that it's not about me. It's about those who are coming after me. And if I can put in place the systems, the processes, and even the outcomes now that are going to benefit my grandchildren and their children and their grandchildren, then I'm here and done what's best for my people.
I wish that we become healthy, strong families. We have the potential to be the best that this country can have. The second thing is that I want us to be able to fill ourselves up with the wonder of who we are. Because if we knew how wonderful it was to be who we are, then there is only positive stuff in front of us. Has to be.
Ki te whaiau, ki te ao marama, ki he